Hello and welcome here for tonight for Monday Night Football coverage here, as I am Gary Walker and I'm here to broadcast here tonight Monday Night Football coverage. And I'm here with Jimmy Hansberg, as we do have on the cards here tonight Inter Tolga as they take on Georgehigton City. Any thoughts, Jimmy, about the two sides here for tonight's game, for Tolga especially, to try and catch up towards the league leaders, the Red Devils, and also for Georgehigton City especially? They obviously got a different circumstance comparison to Tolga, as they've not had a very good start to the season, only picked up 3 wins, but they've drawn loads of matches they've drawn, and they are mid-table in the Premier League. And what's your thoughts on Enzo Maresca's side as well, going to this matchup here for tonight? It's going to be a very big game. It's going to be between both sides, especially because you've got to understand that City, you cannot underestimate them as a team, because they've not had a very good season so far, halfway through the campaign. But as of for Inter Tolga, they've actually done okay to be around that top 4 position in the Champions League places that they want to be by the end of the season. So it's a real battle between both sides who really want a win here for tonight. But it's still a tough game though, because anyone could beat anybody here. But Tolga should win tonight because they are the home team. Also, they are better than City in the league. And I think they should go over the line and get the result as they deserve, hopefully, to try and catch up to the Red Devils at the top of the Premier League, if they've got any chance of trying to win the league by the end of the season. Not the favourites, I don't really think that Tolga probably would do it, but it'd be good for them to try and be amongst those teams to try and compete for the league title by the end of the campaign. Okay, thank you very much there, Jimmy. And let's get straight now to the coverage here at the Santo Park Stadium, as we do have Georgehigton City travel away from home to take on Inter Tolga. And could City surprise Inter Tolga and get the win here for tonight's match? And let's get to the coverage between the two sides. And let's get straight now into the matchup here on Monday Night Football. We have Inter Tolga versus Georgehigton City in this Monday Night Football coverage, as Tolga have got to play Georgehigton City. And there's a massive chance for Tolga to try and get closer to the league title contenders with the Red Devils and also Prantos for this season, and also Alice as well. And they are in the top 4, they are of the Premier League. But as for Georgehigton City, however, they want to try and bounce back after a poor start of the season, and try and think positive, of course, Georgehigton City, hopefully during this season, if they can, under Enzo Maresca. But at the moment, we have for Tolga, or Beckham, or Griezmann, Frankie de Jong, Mahrez. We've got Lisandro Martinez, Kovacic, Dumfries, Rio Ferdinand, Zinchenko, De Ligt, and goalkeeper Andre Onana. As of for City, we've got Maradona, Roberto Firmino, Thomas Hersey, Pedro with Nagolan, Barella with Ricardo, Carvalho, Cellini, Smallford, Alaba, and also as well Mark ter Stegen in goal for Georgehigton City. So here we go. Let's get the game underway, and let's get the coverage here for the matchup here for this evening's game. So here we go. And we've got it stored for us here for the matchup. There's David Beckham now, the ball. Goes for a cross in. Now head away right there now from Georgehigton City's defence in now Barella. Okay, now it's going to be now a goal kick. Now from ter Stegen. Now boots away. Now a header. Now Griezmann. And now here's to David Beckham here now. And now here's Frankie de Jong here. Now Kovacic now the ball here for Tolga. Okay, that's going to be now offside. Free kick being given here for Georgehigton City in the game. And now ter Stegen will take it. And now boots it away now. And now here's to Griezmann. And now here's David Alaba. Now to Pedro. Now here's David Beckham. Now pass there now to, to Alba there again. Clearance there from to Stegen. And now here's Kovacic. And now here's to Diego Maradona. Pedro. And that's going to be now a throw in here now for Georgehigton City. A throw in for them. Now all the way to okay, now here's to Kovacic now. Now Ricardo, now Carvalho. And now all the way there now to the defender of Tolga here. Now City won the ball back here now. Pedro, now Diego Maradona. And now Frankie de Jong won the ball back here now for Tolga. And now all the way now to Anton Griezmann. Now Griezmann now finds a switch there now to David Beckham. Now Beckham now to Dumfries. Dumfries has a cross into the box here, and it's gone all the way to the goal kick defenders, sorry I meant. And now Barella. Now to David Alaba. Rio Ferdinand there. Okay, now to Kovacic, now to Beckham. Now to Frankie de Jong. Now is Kovacic now for Tolga. Could be a goal, and could have been very close there for a goal, but it's gone wide. And now it's going to be right there now, a goal kick here now for Georgehigton City in the match. Very close call right there for Tolga to get themselves in front here against City. Now boot away there from Martin Stegen. Now header. Now Frankie de Jong now is Kovacic. Now try and find a pass there, but no. Nearly over now for half time, and it is. And Tolga are 0-0, goalless in the game here. It's Inter Tolga 0, Georgehigton City 0 at half time at the Santo Park. And let's get straight now into the second half, and here we go between Inter Tolga and Georgehigton City at the Santo Park Stadium. And now Lisandro Martinez here, the ball. And now lost the ball now back to Diego Maradona for Georgehigton City now. Here's to Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt now to Rio Ferdinand. Now Rio now finds a pass there now to Mahrez. Oh, good tackle there from Ricardo Carvalho there. Free kicks being given for Inter Tolga. And Mahrez was fouled there by Ricardo Carvalho, so free kicks being given. And Tolga have got a chance to try and do something from this free kick. From long range though, this free kick is obviously from a foul from the corner of the pitch. But let's see how de Jong can really cross it into the box here. Head away there from Smallford. Here's now to Roberto Firmino. And now all the way there to Hersey. Hersey now could be a pass there for Pedro, and oh! Very close, it was very close. There's a good chance there for a goal scored in the game there for Pedro. But it looks going to be a goal kick here, by the way, for Inter Tolga in the match. So here's a nine, will take it and pass it there short there to Rio Ferdinand. Now is Kovacic. Now here's Lisandro Martinez. Now to Zinchenko. Now here's some Mahrez. Now all the way to Kovacic now for Tolga now. Here's David Beckham. Oh, no he doesn't. Now David Alaba now holds the ball nicely and tightly. Now to Barella. Now here's Barella there now to Diego Maradona, and he scores! And Georgehigton City take the lead here. Unbelievable hit. Great pass there, I've got to say there, from Barella right there to Diego Maradona. And now it's 1-0. Brilliant hit. Real brilliant hit. From outside of the box. Or in the box slightly, in fact, actually. And Maradona hits that ball in that top corner. And now Georgehigton City are definitely in a real surprise here for tonight's game. Because we know that City have not had a very good season so far. I know that obviously under Enzo Maresca they are picking up some form slightly. But this will be a massive win here for City here tonight if they can get the job done here on Monday Night Football. As they've got 20 minutes left to go of the game. And City are in the lead. Now no Golan. Now to Diego Maradona. Pass there now to Hersey. Now to Roberto Firmino. And now here's Lisandro Martinez here now to all the way to David Beckham. They're trying to get back in the game here because they are behind at home against City here. It's a shot because, oh, it could have been there for a chance there from Kovacic, but save right there, handlings there from ter Stegen. And I've got to say, really brilliant football, by the way, in terms of the performance so far for the team. For, obviously, for Georgehigton City to be holding out this 1-0 lead away from home. Never thought so. They were the second favourites to come here and get a result. And they might... Oh, could be a chance for Griezmann. Oh. And the keeper there comfortably got the ball in his hands there, nice and tight. And now we've got another 2 minutes left to go until full time. 2 minutes left to go. Here's to Griezmann. Frankie de Jong. Now could be a chance for any minute now to end the game. Could be a chance for Frankie de Jong. David Beckham. Oh, the post. That could have been 1-1. That could have been the best chance of the game for Tolga to score by. Now back again for David Beckham. Beckham hits it. Saved there from ter Stegen. And it's going to be full time. And the whistle blows here at the Santo Park Stadium. And a huge crucial 3 points for Georgehigton City. And for that man right there, Diego Maradona. As it ends Inter Tolga 0. Georgehigton City 1. A real huge win right there for Georgehigton City as they've guaranteed a huge win away from home against Inter Tolga away from home this season. Not looking good so far in the Premier League as they're currently mid-table. But that win right there probably gives a bit of confidence, of course. A bit of satisfaction in terms of City to try and bounce back and get some wins under their belt. Have they got any chance potentially to qualify for any European football for the next season? So, Jimmy, tell us your thoughts out there of that massive win that City delivered here over Inter Tolga. Well, a huge win for them. Probably the biggest win of the season so far for Georgehigton City. Not looking good in terms of the season so far. After when Sergio Cancelo was sacked within 10 games. Enzo Maresca took over Georgehigton City. And, okay, a bit slower start under the manager of Enzo Maresca. Obviously, they've drawn a few games. Got knocked out in the first round on pens in the King's Cup against Los Andreas Pompey. But this game here was massive. To win 1-0 away from home and a goal from Diego Maradona was a huge, huge win for them. And I've got to say, like before the programme begun, do not underestimate Georgehigton City, despite them having a very poor season, because they've actually picked up some form. And this game here for tonight's a highlight of that here on television, to see City pick up that big 3 points away from home over Inter Tolga. But as for Tolga, for Ten Hag's side, he'd be very disappointed that the team did not deliver those 3 points to try and push towards maybe a potential push for the title contenders with Georgehigton Red Devils so far this season. But again, they've still got a lot of games to play so far, halfway through the season. There's a lot to play for them to try and get anything out of that. But as of a City, however, a big 1-0 victory for them they deserve, rightfully. And now let's get to the coverage now for all the other games from this weekend of the 9 matches across the Premier League on match day 17. A massive chance right here for Adders Gunners, the current holders of the Premier League from last season. As Ryan James had a shot, blocked off the defender, but Sam Masania tried to head the ball back to the goalkeeper, and almost an own goal right there, as the keeper had to actually saved that, as Sam Masania tried to head the ball back to the goalkeeper. A little bit of miscommunication, and now a corner here for Adders Gunners in the game. And then meanwhile in the second half, AFC Richmond got themselves a chance to try and go 1-0 up here against Adders, as Jamie Tart right there passed ball to Connie Hughes as he hits it from real proper hit from him, but a good save right there for Oliver Kahn to stop that ball for almost going to the back of the net to make it 1-0 for AFC Richmond, but save denied as it's still 0-0 between the two teams. But however, a corner in the matchup here for AFC Richmond in the matchup, as Roy Kent crossed the ball into the box here as Colin Hughes hit the ball but gone wide, now out for a goal kick here for Adders in the game. And the match ended here goalless here at Nelson Road as AFC Richmond 0, Adders Gunners 0 at full time between the two sides. And South Coast Rangers got themselves a goal in the first half of the matchup as Lucas Perez ran a pass there, David Trezeguet 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he beats past the keeper right there. And now South Coast Rangers are 1-0 up to the good, half an hour in the game. A real brilliant touch right there from Trezeguet into the back of the net, and now it's 1-0 in the game here at the Olympic Stadium. However, the game ends at full time here at the Olympic Stadium as it ends Newport Dragons 0, South Coast Rangers 1 at full time. And Red Bull Tomato got themselves a goal in the first 5 minutes in the game as Johan Giroud crossed the ball into Alexandra Isak, hit the post, and the ball ran over the line as a goal right there from Dwight Young makes it 1-0 for Red Bull Tomato. And then Red Bull Tomato got themselves another goal to make it 2-0 within 11 minutes in the game. A great ball won there from Alexander Isak and hits it first time on his laces on the post into the back of the net. And now Red Bull Tomato are 2 goals up to the good here against Sporting Sand Lake. And then Red Bull Tomato got themselves a third goal before half-time as Ian Robin got himself on the score sheet as the ball hit the post but into the back of the net though. And now Red Bull Tomato do take the 3-goal lead into the first half of half-time break. And then Red Bull Tomato carried on their momentum in the second half of the matchup as Dwight Young won the ball off of Phil Jones. A great pass right there all the way to Roe Van Persie, and Van Persie hits it on his laces, and now he's got a goal now for Red Bull Tomato. And now Charlie Taylor's side are 4 goals in front in the game here at the Red Bull Arena. Great press and attack right here, I've got to say, from Red Bull Tomato, and they created a very good 4-goal lead. And then, however, a good ball right there won by Axel Witsel to Van Persie. And then Van Persie ran past there to Axel Witsel again. And then Witsel ran with the ball, has a hit into the goal in the bottom corner. And now Red Bull Tomato are 5 goals in front in the matchup here as Red Bull scored 5 there past Sporting Sand Lake. And then another goal was scored just before the end of the game here, however, as a ball pun by Dwight Young. Control right there from him to Van Persie. Then found a pass there to Ian Robin. And then Robin hits it in the top corner. And now Red Bull Tomato have put 6 past Sporting Sand Lake in the game. As now it is 6 goals to 0 at full time. As it ends Red Bull Tomato 6, Sporting Sand Lake 0 at full time. Nice counter press right here for Grasshoppers as Chirio Mobile crossed the ball into the box. And there was a goal right there from Pavel Nedved to put Grasshoppers in the lead here in the game. A brilliant goal for him. And now Grasshoppers are 1-0 up to the good here at Grasshopper Turf. And Hashtag United got themselves a goal back in the matchup. They are bottom of the Premier League, but got themselves a goal to make it 1-1 here in the second half. They might be struggling at the bottom of the Premier League, but at least they got a little bit of something in that game as the match ended at full time as Grasshoppers United won, Hashtag United won, and also Grasshoppers are under pressure also as they're dropping towards a relegation drop. And a great goal right there for Waynald to put themselves in the lead as Sergio Aguero had a shot, then saved right there for the goalkeeper Oblek, and then it went back to Bernardo Silva and he hits it in an open net, and now it's 1-0 to Waynald in the game. Brilliant goal right there for Bernardo Silva as Waynald only won the game narrowly by 1-0 at full time as it ends Goldfield Boys United 0, Waynald 1 at Goldfield Park. A brilliant start right here for Hassenfield Terriers. Across from Haterball. Pass the ball there to Adam Pickman. Hits it. but the ball unfortunately fumbled into his own net by a deflection from Lorik Koscielny, as now Hasenfield Terriers take the lead here against Hasenfield at the C-Pro Stadium. And I've got to say, great hit right there from Adam Pickman, deflected off of the leg of Koscielny, and it's now a goal to make it 1-0 here for the Terriers in the game. And after that own goal from Lorik Koscielny, Lossendras got back in the game and scored from a free kick from Hulk, smash into that top corner, and the goalkeeper Jens Lehmann could not do anything about that. And now Lossendras are level 28 minutes in the game. And the match ends as a draw between Hasenfield Terriers and Lossendras FC as it ends 1 apiece at full time. And a real brilliant start right here in the second half for Prantos here, as a good goal there from Erling Haaland to place that ball past Martin Dubravka to make it 1-0 past Iceberg Forest's goalkeeper, as now Prantos are 1 goal up in the lead here straight after the second half. And then Prantos carried on the momentum in the matchup here and scored another, as Neymar crossed the ball in all the way to Ronaldinho. A diving header from Ronaldinho into the back of the net. And now Prantos are 2 goals in the lead here. I've got to say, unbelievable cross right there from Neymar, as Ronaldinho got on that head into the back of the net. And now 2-0 here for Prantos. And the full-time score here at the Iceberg Forest Stadium, as Iceberg lost the game by 2-0, all thanks from Haaland and Ronaldinho. And a great goal right here for Charlton Saturday to put themselves in the lead here against a team who are currently top of the league at the moment, the Premier League, as Speedman puts the ball past the goalkeeper of Chris Bailey, and the Georgehigton Red Devils fans at Old Factory Road are silent here as they are behind by 1-0 over Charlford here this afternoon. And then in the second half, the Georgehigton Red Devils finally got themselves level in the game here, as Kylian Mbappe found a pass there to Usain Bolt as he was 1v1 to the keeper, as he slotted that home in that top corner to put the Red Devils level in the game. And that's a real brilliant goal right there from Bolt. Great counter press, as Charlton Saturday could not even get anywhere near Bolt, and now it's 1 apiece. And then Charlton Saturday got themselves back in front in the matchup here, as Routledge right there passed the ball to Speedman and scores another goal there past Chris Bailey, as now Charlton Saturday are now 2 goals in front in the game, and they really made a huge surprise here at Old Factory Road as they won the matchup at Old Factory Road by 2-1. The biggest surprise upset of the season from the newly promoted side Charlton Saturday to poor win over the league leaders, the Red Devils, here away from home here this afternoon. There's a big opportunity right there for Padres Impact to take the lead in the game here, but great save right there from Bert Leno to make it a corner here for Padres Impact in the game. And a massive chance right there for Chesco Blue Tigers just before full time, as Marco Reus on the counter-attack here, really pushing forward here, has a shot, then save right there from Hugo Lloris to get a corner out of the matchup to try and get the victory in the game. But the match ended here at La Soccer Stadium as Padres Impact 0, Chesco Blue Tigers 0 at full time. The official results of match day 17 of the Premier League: AFC Richmond 0, Adders Gunners 0, Newport Dragons 0, South Coast Rangers 1, Red Bull Tomato 6, Sporting Sun Lake 0, Grasshoppers United 1, Hashtag United 1, Goldfield Boys United 0, Warenord 1, Hasenfield Terriers 1, Los Andreas 1, Iceberg Forest 0, Prantos 2, Georgehigton Red Devils 1, Charlford Saturday 2, Padres Impact 0, Chesco Blue Tigers 0, and also Inter Tolga 0, Georgehigton City 1. The official table of the Premier League at the top half, as we have the Red Devils are currently top, as second is Prantos, Adders are third, but Inter Tolga are still in the top 4 after losing to Georgehigton City, as they're currently 4th. Padres Impact are 5th, Wayanor the 6th, 7th is Chesko Blue Tigers, and that victory right there for Georgehigton City are now up to 8th of that 1-0 lead, and they're now 5 points behind from the Europa Conference League position in 7th position in the Premier League. And now moving now into the bottom half of the table of the Premier League, as we do have at 11th position Goldfield Boys United with 23 points, and 12th position we have is Newport Dragons with 21. In 13th place we have is Sporting Sun Lake with 19. In 14th position is AFC Richmond in 17 points. In 15th is Los Andreas with 17 points. In 16th is Hassenfield Terriers with 15 points. And then Grasshoppers are outside of the relegation zone, only 1 point clear from Iceberg Forest in 17th place, while Iceberg, Charford Saturday and Hashtag United occupy the relegation drop. A massive battle between these two sides, who are currently first and second place in the Premier League, as Parantos are 1 point behind in second place from the league leader to Georgehigton Red Devils. But who will go into the international breaks and go into April at the top of the Premier League? Will it be Parantos or will it be the Georgehigton Red Devils? And you're going to find that out for next week on RBC Sports on Saturday kickoff for next Saturday. But that's all the coverage here for tonight for Monday Night Football. From myself here today, Gary Walker, and my fellow pundit aside me, Jimmy Hansberg, as we'll be back for next week for Saturday kickoff between Parantos and the Georgehigton Red Devils. But until then, from all of us here for Monday Night Football, have a good night everyone.